Hello, fabulous Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2015, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, in the context of love, it really is an important month for you, an important turning point for you. It may not be evident necessarily on the surface, but clearly there is action taking place, things coming to a culmination, and a real feeling that one chapter within your partnership is done. Some long-standing issue has now, in some ways, is asking for resolution. But here's the thing. While that is happening and while it seems that that's what's taking place, at the same time, like we have this full moon, right? Full moons are about things coming to fruition, about that resolution. They're also about like kind of facing a truth that you've seen coming for a while, that you've always known. But this particular full moon is speaking to a lot of different power players in the sky. And it is speaking with Mercury and Saturn in a way that is suggesting an element of being aware of where maybe you don't have the power that you wish or as much as you wish, of in some way feeling restricted. Maybe in some way feeling like you wish you could help your partner more than is actually coming about. And this especially plays out in terms of those in committed relationships. Those who are open to meeting somebody new, this is very likely to play out in terms of you either meeting somebody and they've got some stuff going on in their life, right, that you really can't help out with. Or this also has to do with you looking at where you are in love and why, and what's really going on there under the surface. So we'll get to those of you open to love or just meeting somebody new in a moment. But those of you who are connected to somebody, you're in a relationship, are going to feel this energy more than most. Those of you born in the very early days of your sign, so especially those of you born right around the 25th of the month, are going to feel this energy more than others may of your sign. But everybody out there, every Sag out there in some way will be experiencing this energy. So there's a feeling of wishing you could do more, but there is some restriction there. And at the same time, there is this conversation taking place between Saturn in your sign and Neptune. And this is part of a much larger trend that I will talk about in a different video, that I will be talking about as we go along in the weekly videos, that I'll talk about even in the 2016 videos as well, that should be posted this month. Having said that, this particular full moon is also speaking to this idea of, you know, where is it that you can just be completely like laying cards on the table? Where is it that you really shouldn't do that? Where is it that you're tempted to help your partner by kind of omitting some facts? And where is it that you're attempting to help your partner by creating some kind of an illusion, if you will, or trying to not have some key part known of history or whatever the case may be? So this can play itself out in different ways depending on your circumstance. But it does look like with this particular full moon, it's not the easiest full moon. And so full moons generally are about a truth, like sort of something you've known coming to fruition. And it's very likely that a situation around a partnership, whether, you know, it was something that you didn't want to ask or whether it's something that you're aware of, it looks like things are sort of coming to a head. And so you want to do more, you want to do something, you want to help, but not a lot seems to be happening. And it is in these moments that you have got to trust the process. You've got to trust the process. You've got to do your best and surrender the rest. And there is a very fine line, okay? Now, Saturn is in your sign. You have to be absolutely ethical in everything you do. Saturn in your sign means that the universe is not going to allow you to get away with anything right about now. So you have to be absolutely ethical in all your dealings and all your interactions. Having said that, At the same time, there is going to be the real temptation to leave things out or fudge some facts or in some way not want to acknowledge or look at some truth of a situation involving your partner. It might be a matter of logistics, it might be a legal matter, it might be a matter of their life, and it might be a matter of their life before you as well. But a lot of that is going to start to become more and more evident. So you do what you can with what's in front of you to do. You're smart about anything you document, okay? And also you're smart about what it is that you are presenting to people as well. That is really key. And that is really how it is that you're going to help yourself and you're going to empower yourself all around. What I do really love about this month for you in the context of love and an established bond is that this is going to show you really what you feel. You know, what is it that you're really in for? What is it that you're really down for? Is this something that you really want to walk? Is this something that you really want to do or not? Is this something going to work or not? And if it isn't going to work, what will work? And figuring out those strategies. It's about being smart and in some ways, yes, incorporating a measure of being clever while remaining absolutely ethical. That is the key. If you are knowing, if you know with all your spirit, all your heart, that you are helping your partner to the best of your ability from a very pure state of spirit, then things should go much more easier for you than if you are trying to not look at things or if you're letting them kind of get away with things that you know they really shouldn't. It could be a personal matter, it could be a legal matter, could be, you know, a variety of different things. But in some way, there's a real need now to move past what it is that maybe you haven't wanted to look at before and now just really get to the bottom line of what is and what could be and to find your peace within it all and to really do your best and be at your most ethical, knowing that that will count in the fullness of time and it will count from a universal perspective. There are some really great developments that are going to come a little bit further down the road. It's just that this particular month and this particular full moon can have emotions really riding high and can also have you feeling very insecure for a variety of different reasons, right? It'll be unique to your situation, but regardless, whatever it is that comes to the surface, you will be okay as long as you're willing to look at it. So that's for those of you in an established bond. Those of you who are getting to know somebody new, as I touched on a little bit already, or you're open to meeting somebody new, I would say with this particular full moon, just be mindful. This particular full moon is so much, and I've been saying this to so many of the signs, there's so much illusion with this. There's such a desire with this that something may be presented and it looks a certain way, and it might not be actually connected to the reality. It might be conscious or not. The reality might be a lot more engaging, right? The reality might be a lot more meaningful. But for whatever reason, there's almost like this picture painted, if you will. And so you've got to be a little bit mindful of that. And I will say this, especially if you are open to meeting somebody new, or you think you've met somebody who's really amazing. I mean, this is very catfish energy, I gotta say. I gotta be honest with you. That seems to be taking place. So this idea, for those of you who don't know, it has to do with people being online and presenting themselves as one thing, but the reality is something different. There is that energy out there. So you just want to be mindful of that. If you're connecting with somebody, especially if you're connecting with them online, make sure that you're having that, you know, that Skype call or that in-person meeting ASAP, like before you're even getting into anything that matters. Make sure that you're sitting in front of them. Make sure that you know and you're feeling that, yes, this is what is being presented to me or not. That is going to be really important. But having said that, what I do really like is that there is this very honest evaluation of yourself, of where you are in love and why, and what it is that you desire to know about yourself. What is it within you that needs to be solidified so that you can have the type of love that you know you truly deserve. And with Saturn in your sign, that love has got to be something that is solid, that is secure. That love has to be something that feels like it has the potential to last. You root yourself in that knowing of yourself, that you are being made stronger and that your life is being made more and more stable. And your current experiences that you're having now are part of that tapestry. They're part of that very beautiful picture leading you as part of a bigger plan for your life and a very loving and wise plan for your life towards greater love.